Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Jen. I'm a 2023 destination wedding bride. I got married on February 2nd, 2023 at Dreams Playa Mujeres in Cancun, Mexico. I was never a person that thought I was going to get married, one on a beach and two in Mexico. Never in a million years, and I'm so glad that I did. So if you are thinking about doing a destination wedding, this is your sign to just do it. But speaking of having a destination wedding, we need to talk about something that I feel like just does not get brought up enough, which is there are downsides to having a destination wedding. One of them being that not everyone is going to come to your destination wedding. And it's a bummer because I guess it's the same thing could happen if you had your wedding in the States. But essentially, whether it be for financial reasons or maybe they can't find like a sitter for that long, even though Dreams is kid friendly. Ultimately, it normally boils down to money, or they can't get off work. Honestly, that could be another reason, or they just don't like traveling. Maybe they don't like they don't like planes, and maybe they just don't feel comfortable with Mexico. And I did have family members that told me that they just didn't feel comfortable with Mexico. Personally, I think they just didn't want to come, but they just didn't want to say that, which I'm a believer of just tell me if you don't want to come. Don't lie to me. It's probably best you just tell me, hey, I don't want to come. I don't have the money for it. Don't make up an excuse. But so there's pros and cons, right? There are people that we invited that didn't come that I am so glad that they didn't come, because if we had it in the States, they would have come and it would have been awful. And then there's people that I really wish would have come that weren't able to make it. And that was honestly, it was a bummer. It was knowing that if we did have it in the States, they probably would have come. So yeah, like I said, there's pros and cons, but just being prepared. So something for me is that I realize is that it's not like a wedding in the States, right? So especially with the package that I went with, which was the Beyond Memorable package, it was like, what was it? It had to be above 50, but if it was below 80, it was a certain price. And if it was above 80 to I think a 100, it was a certain price. So it's not like you're technically paying per plate. So what we should have done was we should have invited literally everyone. And we did essentially, but I think I may have given people too much time, even though I thought by giving them more time, it would allow them to essentially plan out their budget. But I think I gave people a little too much time, and then they kind of forgot about it, and then essentially didn't have it in their budget when it came last minute. So there's, like I said, that was a lot to unpack, but basically knowing when to send your invitations out, when to save your dates invitations, when to close down the absolute last time that someone can get in. And then just being prepared that not everyone is going to come. And this was something that my travel agent said to me from the beginning. And she was just listen, everyone is going to tell you, oh my gosh, yes, we're going to come. It's going to be great. We're going to have so much fun. And then they're going to see the price, which wasn't awful, but they're going to see the price and they're going to see their budget. And then when they see the money, they're going to then decide they're not coming. So she's like, I just need you to be prepared for that, because I have a lot of brides that get really disappointed that so-and-so that they said they were coming, and then you look at your list and it's no, they didn't even book, and now it's the last day and now they're telling me that they can't make it. So that was something that was, it's a hard pill to swallow, because there was definitely family members that I wish would have come, and I definitely feel like we had some FOMO going on afterwards, they seeing pictures of everyone coming back being oh my gosh, we had so much fun, it was best wedding ever, them being disappointed that they didn't come or that they had to choose between things. There was definitely some family members that I wish would have been able to make it, but then like I said, there were some family members that didn't make it that we were actually, that's great. Thank you. We really this worked out in our favor. This is actually what we were going for. We were hoping you wouldn't come. Right? Because like in the States, I feel like you have to like invite everyone and like your parents, friends, and this, that, and then, but now that you're having a destination wedding, they have to pay their own way. So they must really, really want to come, right? Like that's another feeling that I guess it didn't process in the beginning, but was like the people that were willing to pay to come to your wedding, like they really wanted to come, right? Like they really wanted to come. Otherwise, why would they spend a couple $1,000s to come to your wedding with airfare? So yeah, even though you'll sell it as like, it's going to be a vacation and it's not just one day and you're going to have like, you know, the best time ever. Just know that not everyone feels that way. Not everyone's as excited as you are. And that is another, you know, hard pill to swallow. But at the same time, you have to be understanding because like now looking back, like at the situation, like for example, I had a baby right after I got married. So I had a honeymoon baby. So 9 months later, yes, I had my daughter. So if someone were to invite me to a destination wedding right now, I would really, really need to think about it because weddings are totally different now that I have a kid. I can't just like up and just go wherever. I have to figure out like childcare and like, or bringing her, or like, there's so many things that go into it. And I don't think you realize that until you're a parent. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. Everyone has their reasons for not coming. While some of them would obviously love to come, it just might not work out for them. And you just have to make sure that you're understanding, and, you know, give people some grace. Not everyone can afford it, especially as the economy takes, you know, a turn. And I'm sure the prices have gone up since I've gone. And we locked in prices back in 2021. So even when that price hike went up in 2023, we weren't even actually hit with it. So I can just imagine what they are now. So yeah, my biggest thing is just giving people grace, letting them know that it's okay, that they can't make it, and maybe having something back in the States for those people that can't make it. Now, our plan was to have like a small like reception, like in the backyard type thing, but I got married on the 2nd and found out the 28th that I was pregnant. So that quickly changed as first trimester hit me like a Mack truck. So yeah, that's why it didn't work out for us, but I would have loved to have a reception, just in our backyard with the family that couldn't make it, that wanted to come, that it just wasn't going to work out. So that's something that maybe I gave you an idea of what you could do if you have family members that can't make it. But I definitely see these brides that get very, very, very upset and very like angry at people that they can't make it. And just know like they're paying to come to your wedding. So, and it is not, a lot of times it's not cheap. It's not like, you know, $500. Like it was pretty sure per couple. I think it was, I want to say like $1,500, and then you had airfare. And at that time, airfare was kind of expensive. So that was one of the things that, you know, we kept in mind. And when, you know, people told us that they couldn't come, we just essentially said, okay, that's totally fine. And we're going to have this reception. And then that didn't happen. And now we're just going to have like a 5-year like vow renewal, maybe in Mexico or maybe in the backyard. This way we can get the people that weren't able to make it the first time. I really hope this video helped. If it did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. If there is a specific question that you are wondering about for a destination wedding, I know one of the number one questions is, how much did my destination wedding cost? And I actually made a video and I broke it down as best as I could. I didn't give out my budget planner. I thought that I did, but essentially I need to just put my budget plan on there. Just keep in mind the prices have gone up since I had my destination wedding. I just said I locked in my prices in 2021, even though I had my wedding in 2023. But I will try and link that down below so that you can see it. there is some personal information on there. So I think I'm just going to take that out. And then, I'll give that out so that people can see how much I spent on my destination wedding. Like I said, I really hope this video helps. If there was a specific question that you were wondering, let me know down in the comment section below and I will make a video just for that. I really hope that I'm helping other brides because like I said, I was on YouTube, scouring YouTube on every single part of the destination wedding and just trying to soak up every single thing, and get ideas on everything essentially. So once again, really hope this helped. If it did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe for more destination wedding content, and I will see you on the next one. Hey, if you are thinking about having a destination wedding and you're curious about how much my destination wedding costs, check out this video right here. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel.